Welcome to step one, which is educate. We want to educate you on the back basics because if you understand the what and the why your back is kind of funky and tweaked, we believe that you'll be in the driver's seat to make long-lasting changes and to make those changes that will make you better every year. When my back was at its worst, I was able to meet with spinal specialist. His name is Dr. Stuart McGill, and he asked me a question: Kenny, do you have some days that are better than others, or even some good days and some bad days? And I was able to say yes. And he said, well, that's good news. Now, it would be bad news if it was all bad days and you never had any break and it was just constant pain and it was also getting worse every day. So he said, if you have some good days and some bad days, that's good news, because all we need to do is string together some more of those good days and start to eliminate or minimize those bad days. And the question is, the million-dollar question is, how do you do that? And so what he would say is, what you're trying to do is you're a detective and you're just trying to find out what are the pain triggers that are causing this problem. If you do, you'll get a clearer picture of where you need to go and what you need to do. And it'll give you a sense of self-efficacy and self-empowerment. We want to educate you on the what. What are the main pain-generating tissues? There's basically 4 pain-generating tissues. It could be one, a combination, or all of these that are creating this problem for you. And the first one is your disc. It could be one disc or many discs, but you might have a tear in there, and you can see this here when I go into flexion or a forward bend. You can see how the disc kind of squirts out the side, and when you get a tear in the disc, that's when you get pain. The second pain-generating tissue could be your spinal nerve. When I go into flexion here, you can see the actual gel from the disc getting pushed out and pushing on the nerve, and that's where you get another source of pain-generating tissue. There could also be problems of the nerve not gliding properly, and it kind of gets snagged on the bone or on the fascia, which is connective tissue. That could be creating pain too. The third thing that could be causing pain are the facets, and the facets are just basically where the two vertebrae or bones come together, and you can see this in the red and the blue area, and when they grind together it can create pain because you got nerves in there. And then the last thing that could be creating the pain are the muscles that surround this the spine, and you can't really see the muscles here because I just have the bones, but just imagine when a person pulls a muscle or strains a muscle, that could be creating the pain, the stiffness, or the injury to the back. Your pain could be one or all of those, and kind of we're not going to get into too much diagnostic stuff because that's for the doctor or the physical therapist. We just want you to get a general understanding of what is messed up. The deeper question that we want you to understand is the why. That's the question you should be asking. Why is my back kind of messed up, and why can't I get more good days, and what is causing the bad days? To get an understanding of why your back is messed up, let's check out these graphs. And if you look at these graphs, on the x-axis you have time, and on the y-axis you have mechanical stress. And in this red, on this red line here, we have maximal capacity, and underneath it we have the safe zone. One of the key principles that we want you to understand as a junior biomechanist is that your body's no different than any other piece of machinery. The same laws of physics that apply to a bridge or a car, they apply to your back. Each mechanical part on your body has a certain maximal capacity, and if you exceed that, you will be in pain. If you stay underneath that, you will be in the safe zone. This graph number 2 is really important for you to understand, because as time goes on, the maximal capacity actually starts to decrease. And that's, say for instance, in your 20s, you probably didn't have the same capacity that you do now in the 40s, 50s, or 60s, or 70s, or 80s. And that's, a lot of people get frustrated because they say, well, I used to be able to surf for 8 hours, and that was 5 years ago. Well, your maximal capacity throughout time is slowly shrinking. And why does that happen? Due to wear and tear, that's one reason. It could be your alignment, that would be another reason. It could be maybe your coordination or motor control is starting to go down. There's a lot of different variables, and we're going to get into those, that create lower capacity. Now, if you look at this last graph, I kind of started with, you can see right here, the maximal capacity isn't where the other one was because you're injured. So this is where you are. You're probably maybe at half of what you normally are at your baseline before you got injured. And you can see that if you kind of give your body the essential things that it needs to heal, the body wants to heal. So in step 2, we're going to give it what it needs to heal. And then in step 3, what we're going to do is we want to eliminate the things that are causing the pain and creating triggers, and that are not allowing your body to heal, that are not giving you those good days. We want to eliminate the things that are creating bad days. And then the last thing is step 4, we want to start to get you on a good exercise program. And if you do those things, you'll see with time your capacity will slowly go up. Your safe zone will slowly get bigger. And then if you continue with time, instead of being like the other graph, going down with the wear and tear, now you're minimizing the wear and tear, and you're also increasing the things that are making your body more resilient, more powerful, more athletic, and also more pain-free. Those are the kind of the what and the why your back is tweaked. Let's go ahead and check out step 2, which the essentials. We want to give your body the essentials, the things that it needs in order for it to get healthy, get strong, more resilient, and more athletic. Thank you.